Good morning, my friends. Thank you for joining us again for our midweek connection. This week is a special one. Liz and I are actually at Camp Kakwa for some downtime, left right after church on Sunday until Thursday night. Enjoying it, but it's very, very quiet here. We're enjoying the administrators of the camp for 2 weeks, John and Irene Gibbons. And other than that, there might be one other person here. So very quiet, quite cool, but we're enjoying it. Say hi, Lizzie.
Hi, everyone. We're having a great time. It's very quiet, very cold. So we're having just a nice time of relaxation and downtime, like Brian said. Enjoying being up at beautiful Camp Kakwa, and it's lovely to be here with John and Irene as well. So we're having a really nice time.
Now, COVID-19, the pandemic, really affected the camp this year. No children's camps or retreats, but there were some rentals of the buildings and the cabins and the chalets for family pods or groups, but it was very, very different. I know the camp has so much appreciated the ongoing support of individuals who have contributed financially to keep things rolling here. And the place looks awesome, and it's just been a sad year all around. But this place brings back many, many great and beautiful memories. Way back in the late 60s was the first time I came to camp here. My mom sent me, and I think she told me that it cost $39 to send me to camp. That included the bus ride. And I remember coming and being terrified because I was a young lad, but that was my first time. Then, years later, I directed a boys' camp when the boys and the girls weren't together yet, and enjoyed that for a couple years. And then teen camp for about 10 years. And of course, Liz and I, we brought our family during family camp, and it became a tradition. We loved it, and we just have so many great memories. Service weekends, weed whacker conventions. 7 of us coming up and weed whacking all the weeds here at the camp in a couple of days, and some of the men and women know who I'm talking about. Pastors and spouses retreat, retirees fall retreats, church retreats, supporting campers, long bus rides if you came in the bus. A beautiful, rich history of this place. Now I can close my eyes and I can hear the voices of the past echoing through the trails and waterfront, and it is incredible. The past 2 evenings around the campfire, looking up and witnessing God's majesty in the skies, the God of wonders, incredible. Now today's connection point is simply to connect and share a part of the BIC heritage called Camp Kakwa. 1962 began, and for Port Colborne BIC folk, this place is in our blood. 400 kilometers north of our home in Port Colborne, Magnetowan, about an hour northwest of Huntsville. And so John and Irene have joined us, and they're going to tell you a little bit about what they're doing here these couple of weeks. We so appreciated just the time of hanging out with them. Social distancing, of course, but we've had a great time. So Camp Kakwa, it is beautiful. Maybe in the years ahead, we will have more connections with it, with new folks, and so this is where we are today.
31 years ago, we met at this lifeguard stand. We were introduced by my sister-in-law. Irene was just returning from a short-term missions trip with OM in Belgium, and I was on my way to Emmanuel Bible College to begin my studies there. And the rest, as they say, is history. Camp has been an integral part of our lives together. It's a very important ministry, and we have been able to serve in everything from maintenance to food services to hosting to program leading, work crews. We have just enjoyed many, many aspects of being here at camp. It's always a privilege, it's always thrilling, and we wanted to bring greetings to you this morning from Camp Kakwa.
Well, this year has certainly been a little bit different. I was scheduled to be here for about 2 months as the camp was booked up with retreats right from the end of August through to the end of October this year. Unfortunately, as we all know, things have changed, and that did not happen. About a month ago, Ryan and Amy, our executive directors here, contacted us to see if we would be interested in being hosts for 2 weeks. They wanted to have a little break and get home to do a few things at home and visit family members there, and we were thrilled to have that opportunity. So we have been here, very different role than usual. We greet guests when they arrive, check them in, do the COVID assessments with them, and then a large part of our day is sanitizing. So we will go around, and any of the high-touch areas like the wash stations, the canoes and kayaks that have been used all have to be sprayed with this disinfectant to sanitize them, and then ready for the next group. Along with that, we have just answered calls, help people out if there's anything that they need at all. When groups leave, we go in and clean out their cabins and get them ready for the next one. So a lot of different things, certainly much different from cooking, although we do get to do a little bit of cooking because we have to feed ourselves. And so it's much different than cooking for 60 people when you're cooking for 2 people or a couple of other staff that are helping out as well. But it's just great to be here in God's beautiful country. Enjoy the scenery, even though it's a little colder than we'd expected. Waking up at 10 degrees in the morning or 5 degrees is not what we really expect in September, but we can still enjoy it anyhow, and enjoy the peace and the quiet and connect with God.
So most of our guests have arrived and are very cooperative. And then our pastor and his wife arrived, and they love ringing the doorbell multiple times. And they are a real royal pain. No, not really. We love being with Brian and Liz. We're having a great time, campfires and watching Liz fish. She hasn't caught anything yet, but it's been a real treat for us. Thanks. Take care. God bless you all.
We have to go for a swim. September 9th, 2020. It is cold out and raining, but here we go. Your fearless leadership couple. No, that's a lie.
Meanwhile.